How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I just decided to make a video today just to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? If you watch my other videos, you see my format there. But today I just want to talk to you. I decided to just explain something, real simple about myself when it comes to Christ. I'm a follower of Christ. I haven't always been a follower of Christ, but I am a follower of Christ these days. And sometimes people wonder what it's like to be a follower of Christ. So, I'm just going to sit here and tell you a little bit about it right quick. So, when I decided to give my life to Christ, you probably wonder, like, what changed? Well, initially, nothing changed right up front. Nothing really changed. Everything was still the same. I didn't wake up the next day with some magical um, feeling or something magically happened the next day after I had gave my life to Christ. That was just the beginning. Giving your life to Christ is only the beginning. And then right after that, I gave my life to Christ. I got baptized right soon after, not too long. Well, take that back. It was probably about 6 months later. I ended up getting baptized, but still, too much hadn't changed even in 6 months. I still had some of my same bad habits. I still was doing some of the same things that was wrong. When I say wrong, I mean not worldly wrong, because worldly people would say it's okay. But I'm talking about as far as biblically, scripturally, that was considered wrong. So all I did was stay in the Word. I just kept reading, learning. I was going to small groups, joining other people's small groups, getting in Bible studies, just learning about Christ, learning about the Word, growing my faith, And as I got stronger in my faith, got around other believers, I started to, the things I was doing started to change. I didn't want to do the things that I was doing anymore. All the things that was considered wrong and sinful, it just slowly fell away. In all the years I tried to do it myself, it never happened. But as soon as I gave it over to Christ, things started to change in my life. Some people may say, "Well, you could have did that without Christ. You don't have to, you know, become a Christian to do that." Well, that depends on the person. For me, that wasn't the case. I couldn't do it on my own. And I don't think most people can do most things on their own as they try to make it seem like they can. But I gave it all to Christ, and slowly but surely, my life started to change, and the things that I was doing started to change. I no longer wanted to do those things that I was doing anymore. And it's pretty much one of the best things that ever happened. It's sometimes I go through times when I think about the old way I used to be, and that's more comfortable because I was that way a lot longer than I've been this way. So naturally, you have those thoughts that you want to go back. That's the enemy trying to get in your head and try to get you to go back to doing what you used to do. But standing firm in Christ, standing firm in the Word, standing firm in my belief and my faith, I won't go back to that life that I used to live because there was nothing good about it. But that's what it's like being a Christian in the beginning phases. And as you continue to grow in your faith and continue to grow in Christ, you become closer to God. You start to know who He is. You understand His character. You know what He does, what He do, and what He don't do, and you just become stronger in that way. And that is a beautiful thing for you. It changes your whole perspective on life. The way you look at things, the way you look at people, it's all different because you're looking at it through the eyes the way Christ would see it. You see your brother and your sister the way Christ would see them. You see everybody the way through Christ's eyes, no longer through the eyes of the world, but through the eyes of Christ. And if more people understood that, if more people really understood what Christ is like, and not what they heard, and not because they got church hurt, or not because somebody lied to them or done something to them, in the name of Christianity. But see, it's easy to be fooled when you don't know who God is and you don't know who his ways and you don't know his character. Most people don't know that and they struggle with that. And I understand why they struggle. Because I used to be struggling with it too. I was anti-Christ, anti-God, anti all of this at one point in my life. I thought bad about it. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I found every which way to rebel against it. I was trying to convince other people that they was dumb for following. That was who I was. Now look at me. I learned something. I changed my according to what I learned. But each person has to have their own experience for them to change. But until they have that, they'll continue on doing the same thing they've been doing. But anyway, that's just what I wanted to share with you today. I will share more stuff with you about this journey in Christ. I will share more with it. Share more with you. Share more with you about it. And hopefully, if you're not a Christ follower, that you will become one. Hopefully, this video will at least get you to thinking about it. And if you are already a Christ follower, you're on the right path. Life is good. Let's continue to grow in Christ. Let's continue to grow his kingdom. Let's continue to live a godly life. Y'all take care.